Good morning, my friends. Today, we are celebrating a memorial of the Passion of John the Baptist. Today, we recall the martyrdom of John the Baptist, the forerunner of the Lord, and the death hints at the future fate of Jesus. Some of his disciples who will be also die as witnesses to the truth. Today's passage from the Gospel of Mark narrates the details how John the Baptist was murdered, and within the context of the evil scams that were planned in order to silence the prophet. And today, John the Baptist is a forerunner of Jesus during his birth. He foreran Jesus and also during the death. And today, as Herod is celebrating his birthday, we are celebrating the martyrdom of John the Baptist. And John the Baptist was a prophet, and prophets always speak the truth. Amaniaji? The prophets speak the truth. And that's why we have heard from the Psalms, my mouth will tell of your salvation, Lord. And today, John dying because of the truth, we ask ourselves, who killed John the Baptist? Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. I know in school you are used to choices. Huh? Who killed John the Baptist? Choice A, Herodias. Choice B, Herod. Choice C, Soldier. Choice D, the daughter of Herodias. Who killed John the Baptist? Huh? Herodias. If you hear the reading, who had a grudge with John the Baptist? Herodias. Why was John the Baptist killed? Because John the Baptist said the truth. And today, we have to celebrate John the Baptist because he's the only prophet who died without the head. He was buried without the head because his head was given to Herodias. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. And how many Herodias do we have, even in our school? Those who are angry. And anger is the danger. If you put D before anger, anger is the danger. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. And why was John the Baptist killed? He told Herod the truth. John was protecting the institution of marriage. And you know, in our marriages, we see a lot of problems. All of us, we have come from a family. Amaniaje? Have you come from a family? And I know as young children, you have seen so many things in your families. Amaniaje? You have seen quarrels. Huh? You have seen mom and dad quarrel. Have you ever seen mom and dad quarrel? Have you seen mom and dad fight? Huh? Have you seen them fighting? Have you seen them quarreling? So what is your take? How do you feel when you see your mom and your dad quarrel and they fight and they abuse one another? Have you seen them abusing one another? Have you seen your teachers quarreling? Huh? Do you see your teachers quarreling? What is your take between school and home? What is your take? At home, do they quarrel? In school, do teachers quarrel? Have you ever seen madam teachers and misters quarrel? Huh? Have you seen them fighting? And do you fight in school? Do you fight one another in school? Huh? Do you quarrel with one another in school? Do you abuse one another in school? Have you ever abused somebody in school? And where did you see this happen? Are you being beaten in school? Huh? Are you being beaten? Do your parents also beat you? Oh, they beat you. Oh. If you see, if people quarrel, if you see one another quarrel one another, where did you learn to quarrel? In our family, sivyo? And a family was instituted by God, and God is the one who say, let mom and dad stay together. And nowadays our families, there are a lot of quarrels. People fight, people quarrel one another, people beat one another, and this is in us. We see, you hear, and then we learn from that. A family is a seedbed of vocation, because from a good priest come from a good family. A good sister come from a good family. A good mother or a good father must come from a good family. And today, John was protecting this, and he has died. He has been killed because. And what brings quarrel in a family is anger. Because Herodias was hungry with John, because John told her not to marry Herod. And this is so bad. When we grow in anger, we'll fight. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. When you grow angry, you'll also show anger to one another. So today God is telling us to protect this family, to protect the marriage. Because one time you will also marry. And when you marry in anger, you will always be angry. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. And today, what is God telling us? That I was seeing when I was very, very young, and nowadays, you see, when women are pregnant, the people make them baby shower. Have you ever attended a baby shower for a pregnant woman? That a woman is made happy so that the anger goes and the child is born very, very happy. Can you imagine when your mother is feeling pain and the mother carries a child, that pain also the child undergoes. So if you see a child that is always angry, know that his mother was not made baby shower. Ask somebody next to you, when you were born, did your mother underwent a baby shower and you are happy? And when the mother undergoes a baby shower, the baby also becomes very, very happy. And why are we happy today? Because our mothers were very, very happy. So how can we bring peace in our families? How can we bring peace in our families? We can only bring peace in our family through dialogue. When we talk, when you dialogue. If you see your mom and your dad, they sit down and they talk together, they know that there will be peace. And also, as a child, you should also bring peace. as a child, bring peace to your family. Dialogue and forgiveness. If in case you have seen bad thing done by your parents, forgive them. How many of you have forgiven their parents for any word that they uttered? If your mom uttered a bad word to you, forgive. If you see your dad quarrel your mom, forgive. If you forgive him or you forgive her, your heart will be very, very free, because you will not walk with that your anger. And today we have so many Herods who are against our upbringing. They want to kill us. Are you seeing? And also you have to be very, very careful with those who are against our upbringing. And as a young child, you should be very, very careful for things that are against your education. You should know what are your enemies of your upbringing or your education. Do you know the enemies of education? Do you know the enemies of education? Do you know the enemies? The enemies of our education. Do you know them? And that's why today, in the first reading, Jeremiah is told that God is going to fortify him. God is going to protect him. And God calls Jeremiah to say the truth. If you are a truthful child, you will go against the enemies of education. Are you seeing? Because God is going to be with you. And learn that you have to be a prophet. You have to be a prophet. And who is a prophet? A prophet is somebody who speaks the truth. If you learn to lie, then you will not be a good child. The first thing that your enemy of education is say the truth. Say the truth. How many people do say the truth? And you know truth is very painful. Amaniaje? Truth is very, very painful. So if you live in lie and your teachers correct you, how many of you have been corrected with their teachers? And if you accept correction, then you grow very, very wise person. Jesus lived with his family and Jesus learned to be corrected. You also must be corrected. Amaniaje? To be corrected. Another thing that will help you live as to avoid the enemies of education is to listen to the right voices. Like John the Baptist was a voice. There are so many voices calling you. Listen to the right voice. And the first voice you get is from your parents. You know, the first voice of a child is from your parents. Are you seeing the daughter of Herodias? She went to ask her parents. She went to ask her mother, what can I ask? The mother told her, ask for the head of John the Baptist. I know most of you are very, very innocent. Very, very innocent. If it were you that Herod, you danced well, and Herod asked you to go and ask your mother, what would you have taken? Will you have taken the head of John the Baptist? What will you? Kane in ni mama wemo ori ni dinis Herod to mama ni wachoni kwa wi ngato indi winga di kwayo Nyasaye be di kwayo ne bed in ni in mimiel maber bi moro welo to onyisi ndi kwa wi Herod indi kwayo winga. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Ng'amo maber tamiyo pesa. Ng'amo angsa maber tamiyo pesa. Ai bed ni mowachi ni ndi kwa wi ng'ato, di kwa winga. kata gweng'u kanyo, gweng'u kama uae, dikwa winga. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Kata familia ukanyo, dikwa winga. Ha? Dikwa wi kwaru moro, kata wi baba umoro, kata nyiek mama umoro, dikwa winga. Kata to ka ng'ato penji ni ikwa wi japuonju moro e skul, dikwa wi japuonj mane? Machwaduga matek kabisa. Dikwa winga, japuonj mane ma dikwa wiye? Adwa penji, dikwa wi japuonj mane? Dikwa wi japuonj mane?
Mr. David. Madam Mir. Mr. Matt.
Dikwa wi japuonj mane? Kara wan gi nyihero dias kama ng'eny. Wan gi nyihero dias mang'eny. So, a child is very innocent. So be very, very careful in the voices that you hear. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Be very, very careful in the voices you hear. And wetena nyaka wang'e maber ni a family is the seedbed of all vocations. If you want to destroy the whole country and you want to destroy the church, you destroy the family. Moralities, the moralities are not learned in school. Moralities are learned in the family. So family, mama gi baba, kipuonjo nyathi maber, nyathino dhi dongo nyathi manadi maber. To kipuonjo nyathi kwayo gi marach, ara koro nyithindo gi okwayo wi jopuonjgi. Nyasaye ber. Ang'o mi kwayo wi japuonju? Nikech japuonjno is very strict. Japuonj want you to be a good person. Omiyo ng'eni ka japuonj chwadi, ng'eni japuonj notimo ni maber malich. Ka japuonj chwadi ked achiel, omi slice marang'o mamkati. Ka japuonj chwadi ked ariyo, owiro nie blue band. Nyasaye ber. Sami chwadi, when you are being disciplined, know that the teacher loves you. Nyasaye ber. Sama japuonj chwadi, japuonj otimo ang'o? Oheri. Enan ka japuonj ose chwadi, to penje penj achiel, japuonj erokamano kuom chwada. Nyasaye ber. Erokamano kuom losa. Nyasaye ber. Nyasaye ber. Japuonj losi kose klosi? Japuonj losi kose klosi? Yeah. And now we are beginning a new term. I'm just requesting you to listen to the voice of your teachers and listen to the voice of your parents. As John the Baptist is the voice, there is always a voice in us of our parents and of our teachers. And don't be innocent as a child so much that you only ask even wrong things, because some of you have already osepogo pentenencia. Kose? Inge pogo maber gango? Gimarach. So, be a prophet to know the right thing and do it. Some of us are soldiers here. You know, soldiers, they listen to the instructions. Police, and ngamakwat left to the ango, left. Soldiers were commanded to go and bring the head of John the Baptist. Don't be like soldiers who only follow the instructions. And also, we ask God to give us the Holy Spirit to discern the right thing to do and avoid the wrong. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Let us learn to do the right thing at the right time and follow the God's commandments. Thou shalt not kill. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. So if you follow the commandments of God, we are not going to kill anybody. And know that anything that we learn that is good will keep us safe until death. So as we grow in a family, let us learn to listen to the voice of our parents, the right voices. As you grow as a child in school, I'm praying for you today that listen to your teachers. Listen to your teachers. If you listen to your teachers, you'll get it always right. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Tumsifu Yesu Kristo. And know that God is with us. And there's no day God will leave you alone. God will always be with us. And always refer to the commandments. Which one have I broken? Have I broken the first one, the second one? And always let the commandments of God walk with you. Kidwa timo gimoro, tipenjori. Nibe main gima Nyasaye dwaro natim, kose Nyasaye ok dwa natim ang'o? Natim. Nyasaye ber? Omiyo kawuono Nyasaye oherowa kabisa. Omiyowa chike adi? 10. Ecclesia bo omiyowa chike adi? 6. Ng'ama orito chike Nyasaye, orito duond Nyasaye. Because God talked to us through his commandments. Nyasaye ber? Nyasaye wuoyo kodwa gi chikene. Koro kidwa bedo nyathi maber, tibedo nyathi madi? Disciplined. Nyasaye ber? Ibedo nyathi madi? Disciplined. To disciplined inene ang'o? Kaka irwakori. Do you put on well? Be rwako school uniform. Nyasaye ber? Nyathi ma discipline, nyathi marwako school ang'o? Uniform. So as you begin this term, rwak school uniform. Bed nyathi mabire school esa. Nyasaye ber? Bed nyathi ma ki oro to timang'o? To dhi. Nyasaye ber? That means you are disciplined. Bed nyathi matimo homework. Utimoga homework. Itimoga homework. Bed nyathi mohero luok. Ngene luok is being disciplined. Bed but book ber biro ba bang'e. Nyathi mohero book ber dhi birango bang'e. Nyasaye ber? Do you know the enemies of your education? One of the enemies of your education is tabia mbaya. Nyasaye ber? Okwe uru. One of the enemies of education is tabia mbaya. Another enemy of your education is madho kong'o gi njaga. Jomoko kuomuka madho kong'o gi njaga. Donge nitie joma madho kong'o gi njaga ka? Mano an enemy of education. Another enemy of education, wuotho gosiepe maricho. Wuotho gosiepe mang'o? Jomoko kuomwa kan gosiepe maricho. Madwaro mnani? Adhi apondi, akwal gir ng'ato, atim tabia mbaya. Chakre kawuono, we osiepe manadi? Maricho. Those who are enemies of education. Another way of being disciplined is to respect your parents and your teachers. Ngamuluoro janyuolne, jomoko kuomuka go nyaka janyuolne. Jomoko kuomuka yanyo nyaka janyuolne. Jomoko kuomu dwaro japuonj ko ore to kodhi. Kendo jwetena, nyathi ma disciplined e nyathi ma ka japuonj ne oro to ringo. Jadi kuomwa kama ka japuonj oro to ringo. And always, that is a respectful child. Kurwalemu kawono kwa Nyasaye ni familia wa madhao. Mondo wan wabed agents of peace. Kineno ka baba udhao gi mamo, kikidonje dhao, kiwinjo? Kama udhao gi babu kikidonje ang'o? Inilemo nigi. Jomoko wameungana na baba. Sama baba dhao gi mama to gin jokor baba. Jomoko ungana gi mama. Wan wachung' gi mama. In wedonje. Nyasaye ber. In nyathi. Kose? In ichung' e diere. Ichung' ang'o? E diere. Kech you are a result of mama gi baba. Kidok ni mama, to babu brocho ni okidware. To kidok ni mama u, to babu brocho do kitimango okidware. Kuri ini ilemo. Kuri walemo ni familia. To walemo mondo unu bende umuon nigi. Kuom gimora mora magisewachonu marach. Kose? Ka babu usewachoni marach, ng'wonne. Ka mama usewachoni marach, ng'wonne. Nyasaye ber. Ka japuonjo chwadi, chwato en richo. Japuonjo konego chwadi. To ka japuonjo chwadi gone erokamano, to parne ni ichwado nyathi Nyasaye. Kik wil makiparo ni japuonj. Japuonj ichwado nyathi ng'ano? Nyasaye. Ichwado nyathi Nyasaye. To ka in nyathi makata kose kwer tok tim, to kuchwadi to iyieno chwadi. Kose? Ka nyathi okwalo gir ng'ato, otime nade? Ka ikwalo gir ng'ato, otimi nade? Ochwadi? To kigo koke klas? Kigo koke klas? Kunwang'e kitimo tabia mbaya? Otimi nade? Otimi nade? Olusi matin, donge? Koro kawuono walemo ni nyithindo, mondo nyithindo bedi disciplined. Ka wachako tam, to wachak ka wan disciplined. Nyasaye ber. Duong' obedie ni wuon gi weg chuny matakatifu.